What's going on, ladies and gents? Your boy David Gamma, repping Saiga City Gamers. First post Evo video. And before we get right into all the discussions, I just want to say this, man. I am done with ranked matches. Oh gosh, too much headache, too much nightmare stories. I'm just not playing it anymore. I'm at 5,000 elite points. That's cool, man. You know, I could have been platinum or more. I just don't have the patience or the time or the tolerance for the shenanigans. A lot of things happen in rank. You guys already know. Rage quit. And not just rage quit. Some people quit because they think the match is just too laggy and their connection sucks. And I might be playing with a better connection, not noticing the lag they're experiencing. There's all these different variables, but I'm done with rank, at least on this CFN. I'll probably may create a new one and play rank just to do like a troll account or have fun and do something different. But I'm not going to be using this CFN to play rank anymore. I will still play Battle Lounge casual matches. If you want to do a first to 5, first to 10, shoot me an invite. Let me know. We can set that up. But aside from that, no more ranked matches. I'm retired. Anyways, now let's get right into why you guys are probably watching this video, and that's because of the topics at hand. We're going to talk about Evo on ESPN, L.I. Joe, Japan versus America, and what's next, Capcom Cup, etc. So we're going to get right into it, man. Let's I'll have a few replays playing in the background as I talk. And so ESPN or Evo on ESPN. Shout out to all the tournament organizers, all the tournaments, all the people who attend and watch the streams, etc. Because Evo could not have been given this opportunity had it not been for all the events that lead up to Evo. You know, this is a collective effort. It's not just the Cannon Brothers and Mr. Wizard that made this happen. Everybody made this happen, made this possible. You know, ESPN, the big wigs and those behind the scenes, of course, they have to be well educated, well informed on why it was important enough to give this event an opportunity to air on their channel. So I know that they are aware of all the different tournaments, and this being the Super Bowl of the fighting game tournament. So I'm hoping it was a great success. I don't know too much about the back end in terms of whether or not they'll consider it again, because we all know when it comes to television, it doesn't matter how good, how funny, how awesome and amazing you are. It's all about ratings. So hopefully they did get enough ratings to be considered, maybe even later again this year, Capcom Cup, or next year. You know, but we'll see. Because if they didn't get the good ratings, you know, that could be it. Maybe the executives are saying, yo, we get a better viewership for lacrosse, you know, or ping pong tournaments. So we gotta wait and find out. But for now, I'm still happy for where the FGC has gotten and how much has grown. It's an amazing thing. And speaking of the FGC, one of these guys, man, that everybody's been talking about lately, he's a good dude, L.I. Joe. Shout outs to L.I. Joe. I met up with him in final round. We chopped it up a little bit. I was actually supposed to interview him, man, and it was my bad because I set everything up, and I was supposed to follow up with him at the end of the tournament, but I had to leave early, so I really didn't get a chance to catch him or give him an update. However, my experience, my little exchange with him was enough for me to understand that, yo, he's a real down-to-earth, everyday, chill, good dude. He loves the game, he loves the scene, and he's a genuine person, man. I was able to pick all of that up just from my interaction with him. And the reason why I'm stressing that is because the FGC, to be very blunt, man, the FGC has a lot of weirdos in it. A lot of weirdos. And I'm not making any judgments. I'm just calling it for what it is. It could be, you know, maybe people have social awkwardness, social anxieties, and they have other issues they either care about or don't care about. They can help or can't help. I'm just calling it for what it is. There's a lot of weirdos in the FGC. People that you cannot hold a conversation with if your life depended on it. L.I. Joe was very easy to talk to. And again, he's a genuine person, man. A lot of people in the FGC, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but enough people in the FGC have demonstrated that they're only in it for them. Either they've been in it for years or they just hopped in and they're trying to get something out of it strictly just for them. They can care less about the community, growing it, bettering it. None of that matters. They're focusing on trying to be popular, famous, like not FGC famous, but just famous. They're also focusing on the money, the status, And L.I. Joe does not come off like that, which is why, I think a lot of people were so happy for him. He's just a down-to-earth hometown guy that made it far. His father flew out to support him. And, people love seeing things like that. So it's a really cool story. So shout outs to L.I. Joe again for making it to top 8. He was the only U.S. player to do so at Evo. And I think it did shock a lot of people. It didn't shock me too much, but yeah, I would say that I didn't expect it coming. He did win a tournament. I think it was in the East Coast, maybe Winter Brawl or something like that. And he didn't get a lot of credit. There wasn't a lot of buzz around his name. And it's probably because it was early on in the game's release. And also maybe those that attended or didn't attend. So maybe he just didn't get the credit because it wasn't considered a stacked tournament. But in either event, he proved that he does have a really strong Nash. He beat, is it Ada? And I want to say he also beat Kazunoko or Sako, I can't remember, but he definitely beat 2 people that I expected to make it into the top 8. And so, well, not top 8, but he beat 2 people that are considered really good players, because one of the ones he beat came in 6. Anyways, now let's talk about Japan versus America, or Asia versus the American scene. And there's this big misconception or belief that Asian players, right, they just magically are better than American players. It's just something in their genetics or the water or something like that, right? They just have this natural predestined ability or pre-designed to be better. And I highly disagree. Any logical, common sense person will know that it's not that. It's a lot of other things, though. I will agree that, yes, the culture plays a lot into it in terms of the environment, the arcade culture, the arcade mentality, their approach to the game, their discipline. And I'll break it down as best as I can. In America, right, like I stated earlier, a lot of players in this country are strictly like on a solo mission to be not just good at the game, but they want to make a name of they want to make a name out of themselves. They want to become famous, popular. They want to become rich out of being good. And what that does, it creates this kind of lone wolf mentality where everyone is strictly out for self. And you're not sharing any data or information because you're hoping to keep it and use it. But you're playing against other countries, and it's not just America's. It might make you good in this country if you have some new or unreleased tech that no one knows about, but you're going to play against a region that everyone plays against each other constantly. They share information openly and so on and so forth. And not only that, I think when I say the culture plays into it, one thing I notice, in some of the tournaments that I go to, the top players, right, I'm not going to say any names right now, but a lot of the top players already have this kind of Hollywood mentality. And this, to me, is ridiculous, though. You can definitely get an autograph or picture, but if you were to try to talk about the game and ask questions about leveling up or even play casual matches, it's gonna be a difficult task to make that happen. You're gonna have a really challenging time finding players who genuinely would like to chop it up with you and help you out. Of course they'll help you out if you're paying for it, pay to play and pay to watch me play and so on and so forth. And that kind of mindset, I don't know, I don't want to sound like a hater, but that kind of mindset, I believe, is definitely not helping the American scene whatsoever. So what's happening is when someone sees that you make top 8, right, and all of a sudden you have a new status where you can like charge people to practice and play with, what's going to happen is, instead of that person like adoring your status and saying, hey, he made top 8, so I should pay $6.99 to play against them, they're just going to try their best to get in that same position and do the same thing. I think more people are wired to do that than to just succumb to being a scrub and in awe of you. And so I might be rambling, but I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. I would definitely like to hear your opinion on this, because I do feel like that's one of the biggest discrepancies between Asia and America. Is just the mindset, the arcade mindset, and the mindset and approach to the game. They don't have all the theatrics, and they don't have as many things that could hinder the performance and hinder the growth in their specific scene. Now, with that, I want to talk a little bit about Evo. I did shout out L.I. Joe. I have to shout out Tampa Bison. The only Bison to make it into the top 64. I think he wanted to place in like 33rd. And my gosh, I always knew this guy was a strong Bison. I love watching the stream, but at this point, he probably is the best Bison in the country. I mean, hands down, he's an incredibly strong, incredibly smart player. But he played against Itabashi Zangief. I've never seen a Geef player play against Bison like that. I mean, Itabashi stuffed out like pretty much 90% of what Tampa Bison was trying to do. I mean, literally, he was stuffing out EX everything. Everything like Tampa Bison threw at him was being stuffed out by jabs and kicks. It was almost like he knew his entire game plan. It got to the point Tampa Bison was scared to move, scared to jump, scared to touch a button, scared to dash. He just was like, wow, what can I do? This guy is like just bodying everything I'm trying to do. So, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's matchup knowledge or experience, because I've watched Tampa Bison destroy Platinum and Diamond Geefs on his stream. Maybe he should have played against Snake Eyes and played against a really good Geef to understand the matchup a bit more. But yeah, that's the guy who eliminated him. I'm not sure who beat him before that, but in either event, I definitely want to shout out to Tampa Bison for making it that far, man. You know, as you guys know, I'm trying to play Bison myself. If you're still watching the replays in the background, I just dropped the perfect on Electro Platinum Fang. And so I'm trying my best to understand the matchups and understand the frame traps, frame advantage, and all that other stuff. So, yeah. Also, Justin Wong versus Daigo. My gosh, that was such a nail-biter. You know what, man? I've never seen Justin Wong that nervous in my life. His face looked like he was just in the alleyway, facing the barrel of a gun from an enemy that he's had a vendetta with for life. Like, he literally looked like he was gonna just pass out. He looked emotionless. He looked like he just could not focus, but he pulled it through though, man. Daigo, on the other hand, I mean, he said a lot of things about the game as far as expressing his dissatisfaction, disinterest in it, claiming that the game may not even last that long, maybe a year or two it'll be done with. So I don't know if Daigo was in full form, but they did make it to the last game, last round, and Justin Wong was able to pull it off, man. And I believe it was the last round, or maybe it was just the last game. But in either event, Justin Wong pulled it off, and in my opinion, I think he was more satisfied that he eliminated Daigo than actually winning Evo or making it the top 8. Of course he wanted to win the big money, but my point is just making it that far, and most of all taking out Daigo, because this is like a lifelong arch nemesis, man. And so to be the one to say, yo, I eliminated Daigo, that's big, man. And I know he's holding that. He's holding that W. So shout outs to him though, man. And yeah, man. So what's next? Capcom Cup. I want to say this, man. Capcom has been really digging deep in their pockets, trying to make sure that their tournament coming up will be the biggest thing Street Fighter related. I think this is going to be the 3rd year, right? And they have really stepped it up. We all know that they're responsible for why Evo was what it is, you know. Well, largely responsible for that, you know, like in terms of the amount of money that they probably invested and the things that they've done. They even created a new background, a new stage just for Evo and Capcom Cup. So it's a lot of Ultra Bronze players playing today. Let's see if we can get one match on stream. Ninja Siders. Oh gosh, Amika. Why not? Oh, he's gonna boot me. All right, I'm just trying to get one match before I end this video. Why is my connection like this though, man? Is it my connection or everyone else is just 3 bars? Yeah, I may have to do a separate video. I don't think I'm gonna get one more match or one match at all. Yeah, my connection's kind of slow. I'm gonna check that out. So I will I'll shoot another video. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts on Evo. Great event. It was Really good to watch it on ESPN. You know, on my 4K television, just laying back, chilling with my little boy. And hope it's going to be bigger next year. I'm not sure what they can do at this point, right? They're probably going to have it at the same venue, maybe just more packed. Because I highly doubt they can outdo what they did this year. And if they do, that'd be a sight to see. But you know, leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think about how EVO went down. What were some of your favorite matchups? What did you guys catch? I only talked about Street Fighter because that's really all I focused in on. Mortal Kombat, I knew that was Sonic Fox all day. Smash, I watched maybe 1 or 2 matches. I'm not really into that. Killer Instinct, I caught a couple matches, but I missed the finals and everything else. KOF, I didn't catch any of those matches, and can't think of anything else. But yeah, Street Fighter was really all I focused on. So what did you guys watch? What were some of your standout matchups? Who did you like seeing? Who were you rooting for? And also, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the American scene versus the Asian scene. What are the differences? Why are they so much stronger than America? And what do we need to do to make sure that we can step up to the game, step up to the plate? Anyway, your boy David Gamma signing out. Saiga City Gamers. I'm going to have another video coming up maybe tomorrow. It's not going to be game related, so stay tuned for that. Peace.